guys. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody is doing well today. Another hot day in the Rockies. Looking forward to playing in some water lately. Later. And yeah, get a little bit of fresh air and maybe a little exercise. So I want to talk about what is going on in Portland, Oregon. There's women unalived being found, 6 of them so far. They're saying that they're not so sure that this is connected. I don't know how that could be, but hey. And, people are getting a little nervous out in that area. And I cannot say I blame them. So as I'm grabbing them to show you guys, anyone who's new, welcome. And my friends, thank you for being here with me again. So if you are new, hit that subscribe and that bell and make a comment and hit that thumb up or down, whichever you think is appropriate for today. So that's a mouthful to get out, guys. And I always feel a little strange, I must say, about it. Okay, so let's start here. So, missing child alert, Dave Yost, Attorney General. So they are showing us a couple missing people from that area. And it's spooky. Look at all the ones without pictures. How do we find this child when all it says is missing age 13, current age 13? That's all it says. And it goes on. It goes on. A lot of these are looking like, oh, there's a picture. And look at this. They go on and on and on. Some pictures of some missing. I've got to take a look at the statistics because I truly do not know what is going on with the adults in that area. Right now, we're just taking a look at the kids. And it's spooky. 6 women missing. And then there's another place, when I say kids, there's another place that has got 6 kids missing. Unreal. Let's see what we got here, friends. I've got both these cases in my mind right now. I've been working on the kids and I've been working on this. So as I'm speaking, I might get a little confused. The areas are relatively close. So this is from ABC News. I do believe they are in the description. Check them out. And we're just going to go through what is appropriate for us today. What is good for us? Let's check it out. The thing about these deaths is there's really a lot of different personalities and lifestyles. So it's really confusing as to if these are all related, what is it that is attracting this individual? Aw. Whoa, guys. Oh my word. I had no idea that this was the same girl. Ah, mm, oh. That is absolutely heartbreaking. I had no idea that was the same girl. No. Freeze. Volume. Okay, guys, let's see here. Heartbreaking. And that is the face of mental illness. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else we want to. The Portland Police Bureau in Oregon took a strong stance against online rumors Sunday, shutting down theories of a potential serial unaliver. So I will be calling them Cheerios after the death of 6 women under the age of 40 within the last 3 months. So again, we'll see where this goes, but how do you guys see any which way that this could be unrelated? Is this just an area where they dump? Oh my word. So the agency publicly condemned the speculation, accusing social media posts and news articles of spreading anxiety and fear in our community without being supported by the facts available at this point. While any premature death is concerning, PPB has no reason to believe these 6 cases are related, the law enforcement agency wrote in a press release. Okay, I'm just taking a look at that. Portland Police Bureau. So person has to check that out. So they're saying that her cause of death is unknown and investigations around her death is ongoing, according to the press release by PPB. The only reason I haven't pulled it up is it is many pages. I will see if there's any way to connect it onto the community page. More than a month later, police in nearby Clark County found the body of Joanna Speaks, 32, on an abandoned property. The Clark County coroner ruled Speaks' death a homicide from blunt head and neck injuries. April 24th, police located 2 additional bodies in Multnomah County. Deputies with the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office located the body of Charity Lynn Perry, 24, in a culvert. Ugh. They're saying that it is being investigated as a suspicious death. So how is just suspicious? Can it not be like if you're found in a culvert, is there a possibility that they could be looking for someone who is a Cheerio? He's now charged with, let's see, that's different case. The same day, officials found that body and then the body of an unidentified woman in a tent in the Lentz neighborhood of Portland. Officials are still trying to identify her. The women, who they estimate are between the ages of 25 and 40, and they believe her to be possibly Native American or Native Alaskan. There is no indication of foul play, and foul play was suspected by the medical examiner on scene. Nor is there no indication that foul play was suspected by the medical examiner on scene or the officer who are there to assist, according to a release from the PPB. A week later, officials with the Polk County Sheriff's Office located the body of Bridget Leanne Ramsey Webster. Law enforcement is asking public for information about her suspicious death. And then remains of Ashley Reel, 22, were found by police on May 7th in a wooded area of Clackamas County, according to the PPB. Reel was last seen in late March, and her death is being investigated as suspicious but is not conclusively a homicide. What? While the PPB has communicated with nearby agencies about some of the suspicious deaths, the organization pushed back against the idea that the interagency communication means the cases are connected. Like with all investigations of this nature, we are routinely in contact with our law enforcement partners, PPB wrote in their release. That has happened here, but that should not suggest a connection. Promising to communicate with the public if anything changes, PPB said the cases do not present an articulable danger at the moment. So not quite sure what that meaning is. So I am looking at this. It is a very, very large. I'm going to see if I can save this somehow. I'm going to try that because it is large. So the medical examiner. So let's take a look at the gal that is unknown and was found in the tent. Okay. So this is April 24th in Lentz. So May 31st, 2023, the Multnomah County Police Examiner's Office is seeking assistance identifying a woman who died on April 24th, 2023. She was found near Interstate 205 and southeast Flavel Street in the Lentz neighborhood. The woman was possibly Native American, Native Alaska, between the ages of 25 and 40. She was about 5'1" and 135 pounds. Her hair was medium length and black. She had 2 large scars on her left leg and 2 tattoos, a black music note with the letter V on the upper chest and the Buddha on her right upper back on her shoulder blade. She wore a green long sleeve shirt, black and white zip long sleeve jacket, blue denim jeans, black and white cleats, brand Adidas, size US 11, rings and bracelets. Anyone who might know who this woman is asked to call the Multnomah County Medical Examiner at 503-988-0055 and reference case number hashtag MU-230424-999. So there's a picture of her there, and they're saying she died on April 24th, 2023. So this would be the music note with the V, and this would be her Buddha. So this one was on her left upper chest, and this one was on her right upper back on her shoulder blade. So that is what the medical examiner has to say for themselves right now. So pass out that picture. Even if you're not in that area, let's get that picture out and share it with everybody. Leaving her unidentified is just not great. Share this video out and whatever else it takes to make people aware. So this is the mirror, and they are in the description. And this is, I wish that wasn't there. This is the 6 girls that they have found within 100 miles of each other. Police have spoken out amid fears. A Cheerio is on the loose after 6 women chillingly found dead in the woods. 6 women, all under the age of 40. Look at this. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful twins. Just to get on something a little different for a second. Each body was found in a wooded or secluded area, fueling the fire of online theories about the deaths. On Sunday, Portland police said there is no reason to believe these 6 cases are connected and would not say why. So what do you think of that, guys? Like, how have they determined this so fast? Unless there's, I don't know, some kind of DNA or something, but why are these women all disposed or seemingly disposed in very similar areas in such close proximity? You know, that's basically all within a little over an hour of each other, and they're not thinking they're related. So Joanna Speaks, 32, Ashley Real, 22. Do you recognize or know these ladies? These discussions have led to some anxiety and fear in our community, and we want to provide reassurance that the speculation is not supported by the facts available at this point. So we know that they have found Bridget Webster, 31, Ashley Real, 22, Kristen Smith, 22, Joanna Speaks, 32, Charity Lynn Perry, 24, and an unidentified woman were all found recently. So, a little bit of a timeline as far as this goes. December 22nd, Kristen goes missing. February 9th, body of Kristen Smith found in a wooded area in southeast Portland's Pleasant Valley neighborhood. March 27th, Ashley Real, or Real, I'm not quite sure, goes missing. On April 8th, the body of Joanna Speaks found inside of a barn. April 10th and 11th, area of Portland with downtown fentanyl market and where Charity Perry was last seen, cleared by police. April 24th, the body of Charity Perry is found. April 24th is also the day that they found the unidentified woman that was literally less than 3 miles from where Smith's body was found. April 30th, body of Bridget Webster found. May 7th, body of Ashley Real or Riel found. On May 25th, Smith's body identified. Charity Lynn, 24 years old. I've got about an hour on these two put away somewhere when my internet was really, really sour. So I might see if I can get that out. I did it like probably a year ago. Portland police added, while any premature death is concerning, we will diligently investigate deaths that happen in our jurisdiction in collaboration with the Multnomah County and Oregon State Medical Examiner's Office. PPB has no reason to believe these 6 cases are connected. To be clear, they said, PPB currently is not involved with the Ainsworth State Park, the Multnomah County, Polk County, and the Clark County death investigations. We have spoken to those agencies regarding these investigations, but as of now, we are not actively participating with them. Oh my God. Bridget Leanne Ramsey Webster, found April 30th. Kristen Smith, 22, went missing in December. It is common investigative practice, whether it is retail theft, robbery, SA, or unalivings, to consider possible connections to other cases both in and out of our jurisdiction. Like with all investigations of this nature, we are routinely in contact with our law enforcement partners. Well, I sure hope so. I truly do. Identified woman. This is one we just went through. Joanna Speaks. Now this is the only one that they're giving any type of cause of death to, and it is blunt force trauma to the head and neck. Everybody else, they have not given us that information. A relative of mom of 3, Joanna Speaks. One of the women that died said she feels a connection to other victims because of the similarities in way her sister died and the death of the other victims. So they know more than we do. Robin Speaks told KPTV, somebody somewhere saw something. We are putting our energy into continuing the search for justice. Joanna died from blunt head and neck injuries and was inside of an abandoned barn around 22 miles north of Portland. And again, police say they have no reason to believe these cases are connected. Very interesting. Very interesting. So PPB is assuring our community that if we learn of an articulable danger, we will notify the public immediately. All righty. I don't know what you guys think. I just find that bloody scary. Bloody scary. And I really hope they are working together. Like, I hope there's not somebody just going with the thought that they are not related due to whatever, you know. Fears of possible Oregon Cheerio rise after 6 women found unalived in the Portland area. So they're saying here it was 75 miles around Portland. No reason to believe that cases are connected yet. And this is as of yesterday that this came out. So this is giving us an idea. Look at these 4 here. Very close. Over here, who are we missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they are not showing. Let's take a peek, guys. No. I say no. Oof.
Fox News alert now. Police in Portland, Oregon are investigating whether the deaths of 6 women over the last several months are connected. Their bodies discovered within 100 miles of each other. That is 100 square miles. That's roughly a 10 by 10 mile area since last February. Senior correspondent Claudia Cowan live with more. Claudia.
John, residents in the Portland metro area are on edge, wondering if a serial killer is preying on vulnerable women. The bodies of 6 women have been found within 100 miles of each other on the sides of roads, in the woods, or in remote rural areas, all within the last 4 months. The first victim was found in February, the most recent last month. 22-year-old Ashley Real was found on May 7th after vanishing at the end of March. 32-year-old Joanna Speaks, a mother of 3, disappeared at around the same time. Her body was found on April 8th. The medical examiner says she died of blunt force trauma to the head and neck, and her death has been ruled a homicide. The remains of Bridget Webster were found April 30th, a week after Charity Perry's body was discovered on April 24th. Perry had disappeared in early March. Also on April 24th, the body of an unidentified Native American woman was found in a tent near a freeway in Portland. Now, in her case, police say they're waiting on results from a toxicology test, but she died not far from where the first victim was found back on February 19th. Kristen Smith was just 22, and she had been missing since December. Police have been tight-lipped about evidence, leads, or possible suspects. And aside from Joanna Speaks, we don't know how they died. But Joanna's stepsister says she's been in touch with the other families and that it appears the victims are linked. She says they were all in crisis.
Most of them, if not all of them, have been either homeless, experiencing mental illness, or battling an active addiction. And it seems like there's mutual contacts between the 5 of them.
While investigators look for one or more suspects, residents worry that other vulnerable women could be at risk of being attacked, in particular, women under 40, as all these victims were. John.
Oh, my
All right,
word.
Claudia Cowan. Claudia, thank you.
So it sounds like there is some type of connection. Well, you know what? We've heard of this more than one time, have we not? So hopefully what's going on, I mean, if the families are putting this together, I truly hope that law enforcement is doing their thing to
If you have moderate to severe
find these connections. Come on. I say close. Try that again. Close. So this again, 75 miles of the Pacific Northwest city. Damn scary. Damn scary. So hopefully people are staying on their toes because it really sounds like there is some type of predator out there. So the sister of the unalived woman in Portland says the cops are trying to keep the public from being freaked out about a Cheerio after 6 females are found within 100 miles of each other in a space of 3 months. So this is Daily Mail, and they are in the description. The sister of a woman found unalive in Portland was warned that the numbers are raising after 6 were discovered in 3 months. So Joanna Speaks, 32, was found in a rural area in Oregon within 100 miles of other 5 women who were discovered dead in suspicious circumstances, sparking fears of a Cheerio. She's the only one to have been officially ruled a homicide, with a medical examiner saying she had signs of blunt force trauma to the head and neck. Her sister Robin told News Nation's Banfield that authorities have been very helpful in her sister's case, but raised fears that women are dying. She said she thinks the police are trying to make sure they keep the public from getting too freaked out about a Cheerio. So this is her sister here. And it sounds like they were all dealing with some type of trauma. Let me see here. Let's check it out.
Believe it or not, baby, you could earn your...
So what are you guys thinking about this? Connected or not? It's sure giving me Cheerio vibes, I tell you what.
So Joanna Speaks was the second body that was found on April 8th, and I'm joined now by her sister, Robin Speaks. Robin, I'm so sorry that we're speaking under these circumstances, and my condolences to you and to your family. This has just got to be a heartbreaking time for you, while at the same time very confounding. Are the police being better with you in terms of sharing information? Like, do you know more than, say, the media is getting?
I mean, the police are being very helpful for us or with us on my sister's case. I don't know that it's anything different than the media is getting, but I do know that we are the only family with, a cause of death for our sister. The other families don't have that yet, unfortunately. So
and I really don't understand why these families don't know any more than we do as far as cause of death and what have you. Maybe it's because like some other cases we're looking at, they just don't want certain things to get out. And if it's, hopefully it's not due to neglect of these cases, not wanting to think that they are connected in some way. Like I'm saying, I do believe there's a connection somehow, some way. Maybe not with all of them, but I would say with most of them.
We do
Do
have
you
that.
feel as though the authorities are taking seriously the possibility of a serial killer targeting your sister and the others?
I honestly don't know how serious things are being taken as far as that goes. I do think the police are working their individual cases seriously, and I think that they are trying to make sure that they keep the public from being too freaked out about it.
She is being very careful with her wording, isn't she? She's taking time between pretty much everything she has to say, which makes me think that maybe she does know more.
Serial killer, but either way, women are dying, and now the numbers are just rising.
Sometimes, Robin, families who are involved in situations like this, they launch sort of a parallel effort, either with private investigators or a sort of a group think tank, just to try to, find out their own information and feed law enforcement who may be understaffed or may not necessarily believe these are connected. Have you and your family mounted any kind of an effort like that, or do you feel as though you have what you need from the police?
Oh, we've absolutely done that this entire time. We have spoken to everybody we can. We've got boots on the ground and made flyers. We are speaking with or reaching out to the families of the other women. We've gotten a lot of tips from the community just by talking to the news outlets and stuff. And we've been feeding everything that we get to the detectives so that nothing goes unseen or unheard as far as any of that kind of information.
Somebody knows something about these cases. Like I said, she's being very, very careful with her wording, which makes me, like I said, think that she does know more. And her thoughts seem to be pointing towards a Cheerio.
Information goes.
Tell me a little bit about your sister Joanna, and when you're thinking about those details, anything that might lead to some kind of a clue as to why she might have been targeted, where she might have been targeted, and how she might have been targeted.
Well, she was fun and excited about life, and she was just a great person to be around. In recent years, she was struggling with addiction and homelessness, and
Mm.
that's a very vulnerable demographic in general. And I think that may play a part in, why things happen the way that they did.
Do you think
When a family's dealing with addiction, you pretty much people will try anything to try and get a family member better off the streets, off these things that they are ingesting nowadays. But you know what? A lot of times it doesn't matter how much the family pushes, what the family does, what the family offers them as far as counseling or um, addiction specialists. But if they don't want to, they will not do it. This is not on the families.
any of the others share some of the same attributes? Have police let on that might be something that they're seeing as well in terms of pattern?
The police have not said anything, well, to us necessarily about that. We do know that some of the other girls do also, have that kind of demographic,
Mm.
and they're also there with that. So,
Right. And as you
that
said,
connect.
Robin, that's a vulnerable, right? That's a vulnerable population that can often be targeted.
Mhm.
What would you like people to remember about your sister?
That she was fun, that she was a beautiful person inside and out. She wanted to make everybody laugh, and she really, really just loved hard.
Mm.
Robin Speaks, Joanna's sister. Thank you so much, and keep us posted, Robin. We really do want to follow.
Yeah, that is so sad. So they are saying that the cops are looking into this really well. I really hope so. Hearing that one that said, there's just nothing, so we'll work on our stuff and they can work on theirs. That's just not the way to do it. Everybody has to work together in these cases. I mean, let's take a look at Ted Bundy. Look at where he went and look what it took to get him actually put on death row. It took a lot. He was escaping, he was thising, he was thating, he was like one hell of a messed up man. And they managed to, all throughout the US, track him down, catch him, he'd get out, catch him. So let's really hope that, that this is really being looked at. They're saying that the police are staying tight-lipped, so that gives you a little bit of hope. And to think that all of these women are most likely addicted, homeless. We're not finding out the information very much. What this sister just said is the most that we have heard. And this is Joanna Speaks' sister. Beautiful. And as we know, easy targets. Easy targets. Excited about life. My God. And she did say that all of the girls seem to have the same kind of demographic. They have been reaching out to the families, which is good. 3 local police departments are working together to see if the deaths may be connected, though it is unclear if or how they are linked. Well, I think this homeless situation and possible addiction could very, very much be part of a pattern. Paul Holes, an investigator who assisted with identifying the Golden State Killer and his arrest, has warned that the victims were in a vulnerable population. So that we just watched was from Banfield. I do have WFLA and News Nation in. This is her sister here in my description. 6 women. So Bridget Leanne Webster, April 30th. She is the only one that seems to be any type of distance. Everybody else seems fairly condensed. And there's her sister there. Beautiful. Bridget Leanne Ramsey Webster, 31. Why was I thinking? Here, let's go back. Joanna Speaks. Right there. Sister. And then there. Was known to frequent central Portland. These 2 were found on the same day. Charity Perry and the unknown lady. This is the last picture. And she was just leaving a fast food restaurant. Beautiful girl. Her remains were spotted by fishermen in a heavily wooded area in Eagle Creek on May 7th. Damn. The stuff that they're getting addicted to, oh my God, man. It's heartbreaking. There's some subtleties that the offender may be leaving behind across multiple cases that are being missed. Okay, most of this we have looked at. Heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. So that is the information I've been able to collect so far on this case. I am going to keep right on top of it because, damn scary. Absolutely. And I'm not saying they're all connected, but I'm thinking that, there has to be a few of them that are connected. Those ones that are all kind of clustered in the middle there concern me. So like I say, I'll keep on top of this. I want to see if anything new comes out, if they find anybody else, if there's a new dumping spot, all of those things. And I'm also watching, as I was mentioning at the beginning, I'm also keeping my eyes on all these children that are going missing. So I did do a video on them, and I am going to continue to see what is going on here because the missing list is insane. So, guys, thanks again for joining me. I am going to jump off. I've got some real life stuff to do. I hope you enjoy your day, and I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Bye.